Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to a first episode of The Forest. I'm going to be starting a new single player game. And we're going to go through, we're going to build, we're going to do the story. And we'll see how far we can get along before everybody totally loses interest or the new one comes out. And I move on to something bigger and better. So, we're going to get right into single player, new game. We're going to go on normal difficulty because I'm not looking to get my ass handed to me. Alright, we're going to take the book, try to get through this whole process fairly quickly. There goes a wing. You know, something I never paid attention to is if the crash animation is the same location every time, or if it actually plays to where you crash. Something I might look into. Or if any of you know, feel free to let me know in the comments. Oh God, I'm covered in blood. Where's my son? Give me back my son!
Give me back my son!
What was that scribbling noise? Oh, check B. Alright, so, we need to find Timmy. We need to set up a camp. We need to find the missing plane passengers. Days survived. 0. Currently feeling good despite, having my son kidnapped and being in a plane crash. 205 pounds, strength 20, athleticism 20, so we're going to see if we can get those up there. Still working on all of this. And then, apparently I've already identified chicory. Maybe not. So, alright. I just discovered a new animal. I heard a crow, so I've discovered a crow. Okay. So, I've played this game for about 200 hours now. I'm going to tell you guys, give you guys a hint here right off the bat. Create yourself a spear with the first 2 sticks that you get. The spear makes it easier to take down other plants, open up suitcases, and it's easier to hunt the big game with the spear, like the deer and such. All right, we're full on sticks. We're going to grab... Alright, we're full on rocks. So we're going to go through, we're going to check some of this luggage and... Ooh, little rocks. We're going to check some of this luggage, get some supplies. And then we're going to figure out where we are. Get this blood rinsed off of us. Oh, a nice little lake down... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I know where we're at. I think that's Goose Lake. No, that's not Goose Lake. But I do think that's where we are going to try and build. That's a good spot. At least I feel it is. I'll be able to tell you if it's a spot worth building right when we walk up to the water here. Because for me, I look for two things when I'm building. Well, a couple things, actually. Rabbit in the area, so that's good. I can drink the water, which means that when I get a pot, I can collect the water and boil it. It's deep enough that I can get in and wash off in. Now, if there's fish... I don't see fish, which kind of sucks. Because it's nice to have that just kind of food source. But I usually don't have a hard time collecting food. So, I do think that's kind of hilly, makes building on a flat, although I could take, kind of put the house here, and then a wall up there. Yeah, I think this is going to be the spot, you guys. Alright, so for now, let's go through this. So, we're going to build a hunting shelter, just something temporary for us to kind of save and sleep in. Then we have to build a fire. And then, alright. So, we need one more rock, and then we gotta cut down a tree. 2 trees. Alright, so let's see where all this stuff is. So I'm going to put the spear in the second part there. Alright, so what we just did there is created our quick key, excuse me. So basically when I hit 1, I pull out the axe, 2, I pull out the spear, 3, I take meds, which I shouldn't have pressed, and 4, I drink a soda. Eventually 3 will become my bow and arrow. I just haven't made it yet. I don't have all the supplies. And then 4 will become my climbing axe when I get the climbing axe. This takes forever. Oh, and the other thing I'll tell you guys, I play with base damage off for 2 reasons. One, I've had the enemies in the game, the cannibals, come through and just destroy hours of hard work. And it's so frustrating. It makes you want to stop playing the game. Or makes me want to stop playing the game. But 2, you can't really totally control where the trees go. And it's a super frustrating feeling to build an entire house and then go to cut down a tree and have it go a direction, hit a rock funny, just something you don't have control over, and totally destroy a building. So, alright, there's all the fires. Alright, so next we're going to build, I'm actually going to build this drying rack, so we have a place to put food. And again, that's going to be a temporary thing, because eventually what I'll do is build an actual building to put the food in, because the cannibals like to come and steal your food. And then I'm going to cut down a couple more, get some more sticks here, because I want to build a log sled. And I'm going to build a log sled because I've got these 2 logs sitting here, and I'd like to get them up off the ground before they despawn. Log sleds are kind of expensive to make. They take 21 sticks. And when you can only carry 10 at a time until you upgrade, it takes a couple trees. Since we already started cutting this one down, we're going to go ahead and cut it down. I do have trees turned on to regrow. So when you sleep, it gives you a chance to have a tree that you cut down regrow. Two more sticks. All right. Okay, so we have shelter, we have warmth, we have food, we have storage. So what we're going to do now, I'm actually going to change this to blue because I prefer blue to be my home. What we're going to do now is wander out and kind of figure out where we're at in relation to some of the supply areas. See if we can't find ourselves a pot. If we find ourselves... Oh, look. So, that other lake doesn't have fish, but this one does. So it's not that far of a drive. Okay. Or drive. Not that far of a walk. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but my computer... man, it does not like being inside the woods. Do I have any rope? I don't have any rope. Heard them. There he is. Hi, guys. They're afraid of me. They don't know what to do about me because they're scared. Grab some aloe because we're going to need that. Keep hearing them nearby. I just don't see where they are. Alright. Well, hold on one second. I just realized the game noise is not coming through the video at all, which is wonderful. Alright, well, now that that's fixed. So, we're going to head back to camp here. Guys, sorry for the no game sound. I just switched back to OBS as a recording and streaming platform. I've been using the Twitch Studio, and it's nice. It wasn't doing what I needed it to do, so switch back to OBS. It's going to be a little more friendly. So. Wait for him to finish burning. Then I think we're going to get up high somewhere and see if we can see the mountains, because the mountains are north. If I can, I've been in the game enough that if I can acclimate myself with north, I can pretty much get everywhere I need to be. Alright, so now here we're going to upgrade our spear. This spear here is a bit nicer to use. It instead of taking multiple hits to take down a tree or I'm sorry, a stick tree or a plant, it only takes one. Nice open area here. Ooh, marigold. I want those. So it's good to pick the chicory, the marigold, the aloe, and the coneflower, because you can use them as like natural healers for energy and health. You can kind of craft them into like an edible bouquet. Alright, so I think this is the ocean. No. Alright, so yes, it is. Alright. So north is going to be this way. So let's head... If we can get those deer to slow down, we might grab one of them so we have some food. I'm only going to go for one of them right now because you can only carry so much meat, and I don't feel like wasting the meat. So I'm looking for a camp over here. There's a cave. Hungry, so we'll have like a nutrient bar. Ooh, blueberries. So blueberries are great in this game because they feed your hunger, they feed your thirst, and you can collect seeds and grow them on your own. Alright, so now I'm still looking for this camp. I know it's in this area. Alright, well, I didn't find the camp. Which is fine. we're going to start heading back towards our camp. Maybe we'll find it along the way, but I don't think so. Can't save quite yet, but what we will do, we'll come and drop the meat right onto the drying rack there. Let that dry out. And I'm going to wait for this to... I'll wait for that little sliver there to come out. So I'll be right back with you guys as soon as we get some sleep and get back to it. Alright, so we finally got some sleep. God, it felt like it took that thing forever. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry, so none of those are ready yet. So we'll drink a soda for our thirst. We'll throw one of the meat patties on the fire to cook up to eat. So I'll take a second here. Alright, our to-do list got updated, so let's take a look and see what it says. Oh, set up camp. Find and cook food. So, that one's got done. So we still need to find Timmy and find the missing plane passengers. Part of that's going to be... Well, both of those are going to be getting down into the caves. So the last thing I want to do on today's video here is kind of set up the first thoughts of camp. Kind of where I want to build the house and figure that out. So we've got a nice area here, but it's got some rocks to go into it. They're large boulders. This area here is smaller. I think this is where we're going to build. So what we're going to do is to get our custom foundation here, and we need to be high enough off the ground so, alright. So I want to have a nice entryway. And I want something I can kind of walk under. I guess I don't have to walk under it, so we'll go here. Try not to walk in the fire and kill ourselves. To there. To there. Bear with me, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. To there. What are you doing, Bubba? So this is going to be the platform we build on. It's a fair size. You know, we'll be able to... This will just be for the house. You know, it'll be good enough to have the bed on. Fireplace. God, I really feel like I should do something much bigger. Well, here's what we're going to leave this for now. I may come in off camera and poke around, because I can already tell you I don't like that. So we're going to cut it here. I'm going to poke around, kind of figure out where I want to build, and we'll pick it up on the next video. Thanks y'all for joining me, and we'll see you on the next episode.